Hello, everybody. My name is Bob Friedenthal. I am the CEO of EdgeUp Network. Welcome to our company. I presume you're a new client by now, otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing this video. So, I want to go over a couple things so that you know who and what we're doing, just to reiterate from the point that you signed up. I think the first thing that I really want to talk about is that our program is put together in order to bring you into the 21st century. It's a way of helping you save time and be more effective. As you can probably see, the world is changing very, very dynamically around us, and we need to keep up, especially if we're into the older generation. But even the young generation has issues that it's very difficult to learn. Having somebody to access that can help you with some of this information and how to move forward with technology is certainly a great opportunity for you. So let's just talk about some of the issues that we're seeing in the marketplace. Time spent on social media has increased by 31% in July over the same month last year. That's this last July prior to the previous July. The time spent on smartphones, and I presume that's also including the iPads, has increased by 63% in 2012. Google Plus has experienced an 80% growth compared to other social media sites last year, and YouTube has in 2011 December they were doing 460 million visitors a month. Presumed that in December 2012 they hit 8 or 900 million, and they reported in March of this year, 2013, they hit 1 billion visitors a month. And I believe, and I might be wrong in this, but I believe that exceeds Google's website. So, where are we at? What is going on? And how are we going to get on top of it? I just mentioned video is exploding. People do not have time to read, so what are they doing? They are watching. I listen to audio tapes, audio books while I'm driving. I don't have time to read in most instances. So we're using our mobile devices much more frequently. So you got video and mobile. Google has put more R&D into both mobile and video over their own website. So that kind of gives you an indication of where the marketplace is going. And you also heard about how Google Plus, which is Google's competition to both Facebook and to LinkedIn, and it's a growing community. Of course, they're the 10,000-pound gorilla. So these are some of the aspects. Now let's talk about LinkedIn. LinkedIn has grown at the rate of 225 million visitors or members, I'm sorry, at this point, growing at the rate of 2 new members every second. You've probably heard us talk about this before. 40% of those people are in the United States, which is about 90 million people, and we know that approximately 90%, even more than 90% of the people do not know how to turn LinkedIn into revenue, and that's one of the reasons that you joined our organization. So it's not just LinkedIn. As I say, there's life after LinkedIn. Once we get people really moving along and understanding this, we're going to move into other areas of technology, because my belief is that people, excuse me, would certainly like enormous amounts of help. If you have somebody to turn to help you with things as simple as a browser, then if you have access to people that can help you with that, that is where our ultimate objective is. We're not there yet. We're certainly talking about how to use Google Drive for interactive documentation, and we're focusing on LinkedIn. We're also starting to move into texting, as well as features like time trade, etc., which we will be introducing to our customers shortly. We also use Google Hangout. Google Hangout is a competitor to GoToMeeting.com, and it's a very convenient tool. What we're starting to show people is how you don't always have to be face-to-face with somebody, that you can use something as simple as Google Hangout and get a lot of the impression of who that person is. You can read facial gestures, expressions, body movements, etc., etc., and you'll certainly get a much better feel for that person versus just sending emails, sending text messages, or talking to them on the phone. The phone is not dead, and this is one of the things that we're going to show you that is a tremendous feature in using LinkedIn. So what are we talking about? All this stuff is talking about saving time, and when you're saving time, which you don't have, you can put it back into more effective tools for selling. So where we're going next is a lot of our clients are asking for more training, so we've also started introducing webinars. Every other Friday at 8 a.m. I have a webinar on learning LinkedIn. We only allow 5 people at a time. I'll be introducing another period where we can work with our clients and get more people founded on that. But our objective is to drive people from online, LinkedIn specifically, into face-to-face meetings, because no matter which way you slice the bread, the best form of selling is face-to-face. Now, one of the things that we're also introducing is a 5-point program of how you can be in front of your prospective clients. Most sales coaches will tell you that it takes 3 to 5 to 7, even more times to be in front of a prospect before you can turn them into a client. So here's our objective. Number 1, LinkedIn. It's a great place to meet people and then they become a relationship with you. There is a psychological opportunity. People do want to know, just like you, how to use LinkedIn. So that's number 1. Number 2, we have what we call troikas. Troikas are meetings of 2 members and somebody connected through LinkedIn who is synergistic to the 2 members that are getting together, having a meeting, and then pulling somebody else in that both parties potentially could work with together as either a client and or a referral partner. So troikas have been, we're introducing that because we found that people were having a great deal of difficulty getting on the phone. What it's also called call reluctance. If you can get beyond the call reluctance, you're going to be able to pick up a very, very useful tool, especially through LinkedIn. We are going to train you on how to introduce yourself through your LinkedIn connections, which is going to be in another module coming down the road. So you've got troikas, and then comes the networking group meetings. Our groups only meet every other week. Not like so many of the traditional networking groups. This is another opportunity for you to bring a person into a meeting so they can learn about LinkedIn, and you get to sit with them and you have another opportunity to talk to them, meet with them, give them something that they actually will appreciate. We're all amassed with tons of competition. Most of us are costs to our clients, and you're going to turn around and show these people how they can make revenue from something that you're educating them with. Now, I don't know very many people today that are not highly interested in growing their sales numbers. Their numbers are not back to where it was back in 2007. All right, so let's see what else. We covered the power group meetings. Now there's the educational events. And in your area, our objective is to have one educational event per month. And we are also doing business mixers. So out of the business mixers, that's a great opportunity for you to simply let your hair down, get to meet somebody, talk to them about anything other than work if you can. Talk about family, talk about interests, etc., etc. Share a beer or something like that, just to get to know people. Out of relationships become clients and or referral partners, and that is the most important part to me. Now, I am going to switch from here to a screen video that is going to take you through our chart so you know the exact processes that we're going to go through, and I'm going to highlight them for you. These were given to our clients in a chart that was made by 3 of my clients several months ago, and they spent, I've got a watered down version and a much more extensive version. They must have spent a good 3 hours putting this thing together. So number one, we want to make sure that we're optimizing your profile. That's one of the important features. So we have a training video already prepared that will show you how to optimize your video. We're going to show you how to use tags and why tags are important. Those are ways that you can slice and dice your database, and the training module also has that. This is our basic training module. We also show you how to do groups of 50, which we will do for you, but we also need to be in communication with you on that. And then on top of that, we have, initiating personal contacts with people, and that takes shape in 2 forms. One is making connections. Our staff here at EdgeUp Network make the connections for you. It takes about an hour to seek out about 100 connections there, and of which we want to make sure that you're getting 30 or 40 or 50 of those people connecting with you. We're also going to show you how to use Google Drive. Google Drive is a very, very important feature in our book because, number one, it's a new opportunity with technology, and it's an interactive form of documentation. And we use it for all of our communications. Our training documents are in there. Your contact lists are in there. You have a profile of your business in there, which we will show you how to fill out a profile. And then we also include an action plan. We want to know where you're going. We want to know the results you're getting. We want to know what is your plans in the future? How do you move forward? How do you work on your business and not in your business? Most business coaches will tell you that if you're not putting 30 to 40% a day into marketing your business, you will not succeed. And too many of us are working in our businesses, and so the struggle to grow the businesses become quite difficult. 2007 came along, people laid off people, they're still trying to earn back that income. It's coming back, but it isn't all the way there. But it's how do you take baby steps to get into that area? Some of this stuff, by the way, flows over to your website, and I've been doing website design and search engine optimization for 18 years, maybe a little less than that. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, all the links that go in and out of your website, in and out of all your social media, has repercussions on traffic to your website, and we're going to show you some of that. We also want you to learn how to be better salespeople. I've been coaching salespeople for 30 years, and I'm an accountant by trade, okay? Not the regular personality of an accountant, I will say, and I think most of my people that know me will also vouch for that. So when I opened up my first company, I had to learn how to sell. And I studied sales. I watched Tommy Hopkins, Mastering the Art of Selling. I watched that video or listened to that tape, that cassette tape, in my car every day when I was driving into my office so I could practice to make sure that I could perform well as a salesperson. Well, say the least, I know how to sell. I'm great at helping people begin to understand the process. I've coached hundreds of people on how to sell. So that's pieces of information that is very, very valuable to you. And let's see. So anyway, that pretty much sums up the discussion here. The next video is going to take you into Google, or not next video, the next portion of this video is going to take you into Google Drive, and it's going to show you this chart, and I'm going to show you both the watered down version and the expansive version of our chart of what we're doing and the step-by-step process that we go through with you. So on to the next chapter, which is going to be screen videos. So thank you very much, and we'll get very into this in just one moment. So here we are. I have just logged on to my Gmail account, and we're going to show you first how to use Google Drive, Google Documents. So log into your Gmail, and across the top you are going to see a navigation bar that has many different terms in it. One of them is called Google Drive. So I had just clicked on Google Drive, and I have hundreds and hundreds of documents sitting in here. And the way that you get to the documents is first by clicking on Shared with Me. Sometimes you can find it under Recents, but Shared with Me should be the place to go. Now, they might ask you to download Google Drive to your computer. That's perfectly acceptable. It's a great system to use. It allows you and somebody else to be in the same document at the same time. So what you're not having to do is to email a document back and forth via email, that make corrections, send back, make corrections, send back. These are interactive. You can actually see people logged on at the same time as you are and see what they're typing, see where they're typing it, and it comes in a different color, so you can always see who's doing what. So it's a great tool. The other thing I'm just going to mention right here is over on the left. This is Google Plus. If you have a Gmail account or an account with Google, you have a Google Plus account. That's where Hangout, which I mentioned earlier, resides, and that is the competitor to GoToMeeting. So we're going to be leading people forward on Google Plus. There's a lot of video in there, and it's a great place when the real estate market gets to the point where you have to start promoting your products again. As an example, getting a video done of your property, getting it launched on Google Plus, considering that how fast Google Plus is growing. If I recall, they grew 80% last year. And again, it's a combination of a Facebook and a Twitter. It has some unique ways of doing things. Your acquaintances you could put into what's called circles, different kinds of circles for different kinds of industries. Whatever you want to do, it's just a great tool. So what I did is I first opened up commonly asked questions. I just clicked on it, okay? And let me open it up. I have two screens open. So here we go. So here's the basics. Now, most of you have already received this, but I constantly get feedback that you don't know what to do. So quite a while ago, I put together what I call commonly asked questions. And this is kind of a scenario that we go down so that you can understand the process that we go under. Number one, our staff manages your LinkedIn account. We grow your connections. We first teach you how to create tags on LinkedIn. Once your account has grown to approximately 200 connections, we teach you how to separate out your connections between people you know in tags and people that you don't know. EdgeUp Network sends what we call first emails to your connections, and it's a very, very abbreviated form of introductions. They're individually sent out. Hi, so and so. Thank you for connecting with me in the body. Thank you for connecting with me. Please tell me a little bit about your organization and what part of the city, something like that, are you located in. We always want to thank them, social media, thanking them. 2, asking about them. Social media trains you to be interested rather than interesting. And number 3 is we end it with a question which solicits a response. So with that in mind, our objective is to get responses so that you know, or you can start working with them to try and turn them into a client or a referral partner. Utilizing LinkedIn. Remember that LinkedIn is your database. It's your sales pipeline. Growing relationships is the objective. What I talk about all the time, 2013, your objective is to be more effective, more efficient, and in front of more people. So here you can LinkedIn is a gigantic resume holder. It gives you a great deal of information usually about the individual. So you can make a determination whether or not this is somebody that you really want to meet. So you're growing the relationships. You're trying to find people that you're trying to turn into client referral partner. LinkedIn is also a pseudo contact management system that contains a great deal of information. It is moving the direction of becoming even more of a CRM. With their recent changes, they made some additions there, but again, I don't recommend moving into the enhancement yet because they have way too many bugs in it. But it's going to change the way that people interact in the future. My belief is that LinkedIn will change the network, how networking is done. We are now educating our clients on how to make calls to your connections and how powerful that is. Training. Each one of our networking meetings, we try to do some training. We work with you on selling. We work with getting your elevator pitch. We're working on your elevator pitch, how to make it compelling, how to interest people into working with you, and understanding what your needs are. What are your triggers? What are the triggers for that you need to train people on of how they can create an introduction for you? So when you hear something like I'm planning a holiday and you've got a travel agent in your grasp, great opportunity for you to get in front of other people. Training you basically on how to become a better referral partner. So I don't know what to do. This is a commonly asked question. You will be receiving lots of new connections and accompanying emails that notify you of the connections. We are commonly asked what to do. Remember, our objective is to make you more effective and more efficient. Social media is a new form of marketing. There is a bunch of materials that are also being sent to you that will train you on it as well. If you have a question, let me give you my phone number, okay, and my email address. My cell number is 310-736-5787. My email address is bob@edgeupnetwork.com. If you're lost, you need help, if you need to get some training done, contact me. I do get very busy. We are growing very quickly. I'm trying to delegate as fast as I can. If I don't get back to you right away, contact me back. Guilt will kill me into making sure that I solve your needs. So, like I said, we're putting together some of these webinars now. These tools are state-of-the-art tools that can be shared and updated together so that we can move you forward. Okay? First email. We talked a little bit about that. You're going to get responses to those first emails. Each business is a little bit different. How you want to do it, what your formula is. Do you want to get together for meetings? Do you want to talk on the phone? Do you want to have coffee with people? What are the best times for you to get together with them? We can talk about how to create those, and you'll also hear from some of the presidents and some of the people that have really turned this into an absolute gold mine. One of our people, a title rep named Paul Bowler, sends out his own first emails now. He gets about a 15-20% response to those. He does a second email. He gets about a 15 or 20% response to those. And then he gets on the phone with people, the ones that have responded as well as the ones that have not responded, and he's telling me that he's getting a 70% response to that. Now, I got to sit in on a sales meeting last month, in the month of May, and his sales manager told all of his reps to sign up with us. Paul was the number 2 salesperson in his sales group, and Paul had been out of the market for 8 years. He'd been it before, left it, did other things, came back in December, and he's the number 2 guy already for people that have been doing this 20 and 30 years consistently. So it's a little bit of a testimonial that he's using our formula, and our formula response is really, really working. Now, our power groups are an integral part of our program. Attendance is very important. The numbers, the members of your sales team, these are the members of your sales team. Their job is to refer business to you, and your job is to refer business to them. So being there consistently, people are, when you're not showing up, you're abusing other people's time. Their job is to help work together, do the troikas, do all this stuff. These are your team players and partners in your objective to grow your business. So it is very, very important that you get there. We do training on LinkedIn usage, tags, optimizing your profile. These are messages that came up in the groups. Today in the group that I was at, Lainey Sullivan is the president of the group. And she asked the people, what issues are you having? So what we did is we wrote down some notes. We took notes on that, and we will be addressing some of those problems that the people are finding themselves having. It's a great way. There's human interaction here. Face-to-face is the best process that you can do, and we're here to make sure that that happens. What else could I add for here? I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to overkill it. We've probably already spent over 30 minutes discussing what we're doing. So, in fact, we're coming right up on 30 minutes at this point. So, if you have questions, please make sure to give me a call, 310-736-5787. Also, we'd like to see some new members. That's how you grow your group. Bring in your circle of influence, your referral partners. My email address is bob@edgeupnetwork.com, and we'll see you at the next training video. Thank you very much. Bye now.